Hey folks, this is a new iteration of my shortcuts hotkeys stuff. I decided on creating a more in-depth hotkey list for broadcast. Before I had, this is number pad slash for line 2, and then number pad asterisk for target selected, broadcast target. And then need armor was number pad minus. We don't typically fly with a shield doctrine. If we were, I'd probably recommend switching it over to that broadcast because you're not going to mix doctrines, right? And then number pad plus is need capacitor, and I thought that was it. I was happy. It was fine. But we realized that needing armor on the watch list, if you broadcast need armor, it's just broadcast somebody. Oh, what the? Why? There we go. No. So it would come up here, and then you'd rep that person, and once they were back up, it's annoying to. And plus you're watching this too, right? So you're mainly, I remember when you're Logi, you're basically, you can't have everybody on your watch list in a big fleet. So you're watching this and you don't know when they finish, when they don't need armor anymore. They'll broadcast in position and it'll go in position. So a suggestion from Erroneous too. A good epiphany he had, actually. It's usually, well, when you're Logi and you're using capacitor and somebody calls for a capacitor, they'll say, in position or at location to generate, hey, you don't need to do it anymore. And the nice thing is, it's annoying to clear broadcast icons all the freaking time. There's no hotkey for it, so that's annoying. Normally you wouldn't clear the history here. You don't need to, because it just goes orders. You know what I'm talking about. Anyways, so I was thinking how to integrate it into hotkeys now, because I don't have a hotkey for in position. Where would I put it? And I landed on using 9 because it's like number pad minus, and then you no longer need it. And I was using all the other ones around the edge. The first one closest to need armor is number pad 9. So I'm like, why don't I do that? So I'm like, cool. So I'll set that. So, oh, hell with it. Okay, navigation. It's at location. Now, if you use at position at, here's the problem if you use at position at. It'll tell you where your location is, so it's a bit confusing, but if you go at location instead, it'll just say at location. Oh, hopefully. So what was now the icon looks like this right here, and if you go at location, sorry. At location, sure, yeah. Oh, weird. Allocation, sure, yeah. So it'll actually say okay. Is that going to be a problem? Should look better. No, I'm happy with the way it got it. Even though it'll say location, it's not going to be a long drawn out thing. So I like that better. So at location. Like this just means it'll reset. So when I go need armor again, it'll appear as armor. So That's kind of nice, especially if you're looking at your watch list also for who needs armor, and it gets kind of confusing too. Of course, you can actually see that on there, but I kind of like that idea. Not only because I'm kind of OCD myself, and I don't like the icon there when I don't need to rep somebody. It's kind of like draws my attention, you know? It seems kind of silly to ask, but yeah, that kind of nullifies it for me. I'm happy with that. It's not something that draws my attention going, oh, quick, you know? So I know it's probably OCD. Anyways. So at location is 9. This is just if you wanted to send it to your squad leader or those in your squad or global. I never set it. You can, it's easy to set it just this right here. Anyways, in position at, and I was like, whatever, jump to beacon, I want this as far as possible from anything. And then jump to, I went 7, and then warp to, I went just below the align, right? Makes sense, right? And then I wanted to do hold location as 5 because it's the one hotkey on the number pad that has the raise bump. So, and then need shield was number pad 6. Need backup is number pad 3. So it's kind of in line with the need armor and need shield, need capacitor buttons. And in position at was was it 4? It was 2, I think. Let's see, I took a screenshot of when I originally did it. Yep. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, I've got undock station as number pad 0, and then autopilot is number pad period. Delete. That's kind of funny that undock from station is not in navigation. Whatever. So there you go. That is a new iteration on it, and it's number 4 you hardly ever use, and it's usually when you're a scout and it's not a hectic situation and you're in position at ready for warp or whatever, and you'd press 4, and so it would be a more deliberate one. So this is, because the last thing you want to do is start pressing jump to or jump to beacon, right? So I guess you could just remove those, the jump and jump to beacon, but I'm interested in testing those out, see if it's, intelligent people aren't gonna screw it up, right? And the dumb ones are just going to jump or jump to beacon by accident anyways. And you're an FC or the, you've seen the Blops and the Titan who accidentally jump themselves. Shit happens in Eve. I can't cover everything. I can't foolproof everything. So there you go. I think that's going to work. We hardly ever use shield doctrine. And if you're mostly a shield doctrine yourself, you can switch this number pad 6 and the number pad minus, just kind of makes sense, Anyways, that's done with that. And I wish we could share. I really wish we could share this stuff. I so do. They've done a review, and it took a while for them to do that. It took them years, probably over a decade. So just be patient. Okay, that's it for today. Thanks.